Hello, hi everyone. So welcome back to my channel and let's start with today's Leetcode challenge, that is string compression 3. So we are given a string word. We have to compress it using the following algorithm. Begin with an empty string com. While word is not empty, use the following operations. Remove a maximum length prefix of word made of single character C repeating at most 9 times. Append the length of the prefix followed by C to com and we have to return the string com. Okay, and we are given these examples. So if you see, A is one time, so 1A, similarly 1B, 1C, 1D and 1E, because they have occurred one time. Now if you are seeing this is multiple times of A with 2 times B, so we just count the frequency. It is around 14. Now how it should be, because we have this condition, at most 9 times we have to calculate the character. So 9 times A, then how much A is left? 5. So 5A, then 2B, right? So we have to just count until the count is at most 9 times. So let's just move to the intuition building part. Okay, so we can start with the intuition building part. So as we can see that we have this example, and this question is similar to string compression that we have done in the past month. In case you have not watched the video, I will add that link in the description and you can watch it. The solution that we will be doing will be similar to that one. It's just that there is some slight change because we are given this condition that we have to count characters at max 9 times, right? In case it is greater than 9, then we have to stop and again count from the 0, right? So that is the one condition that we have to do, and once it is done, we are creating a new string, so append it to new string, right? In that question, string compression, we have did on the same string to save the space, but here we are given that we have to create a new string, so we will be adding that. So let's just do a dry run for this example on a approach that we'll be using. So let's start with this. So we will use a pointer I, right? So start iteration on this string, and similarly we will have our answer string here. So now let's just start the try run. So we have I at 0. So now we will check what all three conditions that we have to check. So let's just say n is the size. So this check will be there. I should be less than n, right? One condition, and other condition should be your, let us take another pointer j. So word, okay, it should be s of I should be equals to s of j to count the similar characters, and other should be, let's just take another counter, so it should be count, right? And count, right? Count should be less than 9. So these three conditions I think we have to check, and then we can directly go for our approach. So we will be moving this I, or we can move j, that will be better. So we'll move j until I and j are equal and s of I equals to s of j, right? Characters are equal and our count is less than 9. So let's just do it. So we have this, we are at 0th position, I equals to j. So this is fulfilled, this is fulfilled, and count is less than 9 because initially count will be 0. Now we will update the count, okay, and move the j. Okay, now again same. So we'll update the count, move the j. Now we will update the count, move the j. Now we will update the count and move the j. Now we will update the count to 5 and move the j here. Now we will update the count to 6, move j here. Now we'll update the count to 7 and move j here. Okay, so let's just place this condition here. Now we will update the count and move j here. Now we will update the count to 9 and move j here, right? Now can we move count to 10? No, because it will not fulfill this condition, right? So what we will do, what is this count? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, right? And after this we cannot count because it will give us 10. So we have our j at this. Now we will make our answer string. What it should be, we will add this count to the string 9. What is your current character? That is s of I, right? So 9a, done. Now we will move this I to a j, to jth position, right? So this is done. Now again same count until this condition is fulfilled. So j is less than n, right? I, s of I is equals to s of j, yes, and count is less than 9. So now count will be again updated to 0 because we are starting the new operation, new operation. So we will update the count to 0. Now move j, update the count, move j to next. Now update the count, move j to next. Now update the count, move j to next. Since now I and j are not equal, so this condition is not fulfilled, and but this condition is fulfilled. And in case any one of is not fulfilled, we will cut out and add the current count, that is 3, right, with the current character is at ith, so 3a. We are done now. Now we will move I to jth position and now do the same operation until j reaches n. So j will be here and count. Initially we have count 0, and when we moved it was 1. Now we have count as 1 and j as this position. Update the count to 2, move j here until this condition is fulfilled. So again we are fulfilling at this position, so we will move the j to, we will update the count to 3. First update the count, then move j. So we have moved j. Now j is not less than n. J is beyond this n. So this condition is not fulfilled, right? So what we'll do? We will add the count with the character that we have at ith, that is b, right? And this is how we can get our answer. If you calculate this, it will be similar to 9a, 3a, 3b. Okay, so two pointer approach we will be using. Okay, and now we will discuss the time complexity and space complexity quickly. So the time complexity will be big of n. Why? Because you are going to each character one time in this string and you are iterating on the whole string, so that will give us the time complexity of big of n. And space complexity will be big of n only, because we are using an extra space of this answer to build this answer string to build our answer, right? So that extra space that we are required, and this is creating a big of n space. Okay, so we are good on the time complexity and space complexity, and we have discussed the approach of two pointer, right? In case you need any in-depth discussion, so I have created this video on string compression. You can watch it to get the main intuition behind it, because similar approach with a little tweaks we will be using here. So in case you want that, you can watch it to get the better understanding and clarity about this approach. So now we will move to the coding part. Okay, so we can start with the coding part. So let's just take the size of this word in the in word dot size. Right, now we will take two pointers I 0 and j 0. So now what we have to do, we will iterate over this word with one while loop, so it will be I less than n. Now what was our condition? While j should be less than n, right? One condition. Word of I should be equals to word of j, right? And count, so we will take the count above, so int count will be 0 and count should be less than 9. Once all these are fulfilled, what we have to update? First the count will be updated, then j will be updated. When we come out of this loop, that means either of these conditions is not fulfilled. That means we have got our answer. So let's just take one answer string answer, and we will update our answer with the count. So it will be toString of count plus what we have to add ith word, because jth might have been changed to word of I, right? Now once all this is done, we just have to return our answer. So we will update count the characters until it occurred 9 times, right? So let's just do it like this so that you can see. Okay, so we'll try running it. This okay, so we are somewhere not updating. Okay, so once answer part is done, we have to update the ith to jth position. So I should be equals to j now. That's why it is time limit exceeding. So yes, it is working fine. So let's just try to submit it. Okay, so we have submitted this successfully. And one thing that you can do is we can remove one pointer, this j, and we can directly compare with current character. So we can take current character here. So this is how you can do. So I should be here and I should be less than n. And now you can take some in value character current char can be equals to your word of I, right? Now you have your current character and you can move your I. How it is? Like, just have to check here that your current char should be equals to word of I, and once it is all done, so every time you have to update your I, because then only this condition will be like checked. So you will update I and count when this come out of this condition. So it will be that somewhere this condition is not fulfilled or this condition is not fulfilled. You will just update your answer with your current character. So this is same to that. It's just that instead of I that we are taking, we are just holding the current character, right? And now this condition is not required, so we'll remove it. I think we are good on this approach also. So let's just try to run it. Yes, it is also running fine. Yes, so it is also submitted successfully. So thanks everyone for watching. In case you do like this video, please do hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications. And in case you have any questions, doubts or comments, you can share that in the comments and ask in the comment section. I will try to answer all of them. And I will add the link of the string compression video in the description. You can watch it to get the better understanding and clarity of the approach that we have used. Thanks everyone.